Hi there, I'm John Doyle. I'm a coach and a therapist. I've got a massive interest in well-being, and one of the things that I've used as a superb tool, because I've not been doing it really well, is breathing. So what I'm going to talk about today is how to breathe correctly, the importance of keeping your gob shut, that's a Mancunian term, breathing through the nose, and I'm going to leave you with a technique that will help you to immediately relax, but also help you, if you're not really into it, to do a little bit of meditation. So, we've all been breathing all our lives. Have we been breathing correctly? Take a deep breath now. Is anybody's shoulders going up? You breathe from the diaphragm, you breathe from the belly. It's not doesn't look great because we've got to push our belly out when we breathe in, and we've got to pull our belly in when we breathe out. Because the most important muscle in the whole body for breathing is the diaphragm. And what you did when you lifted your shoulders is what's called ancillary breathing. You're trying to get a little bit more in. So just watch my belly now. So breathe in. So my belly's going out, and then you'll see my chest expand. So breathe in. Breathe out. Breathe in. Breathe out. Now you notice that auxiliary form of breathing, I'm breathing out using my mouth, which is acceptable, but all the rest of the time we breathe through the nose. Now why do we breathe through the nose? Number of very important points. We breathe through our nose because it cleanses and cleans the air coming in. The nose is the entry point for the air. It cleanses and cleans it, it purifies it, it moistens it, and it pressurizes it. So when it goes down into our lungs, the air that we're taking in is the most optimized so we can get our oxygen into our blood and get rid of our waste products through our carbon dioxide exhalation. So, conscious breathing, which is your first step to becoming a better breather, is to be aware of breathing. And if you're not breathing through your nose, and I have been practicing breathing correctly for 5, 6, 7 years, and even this guy here, James Nestor, who you can see him on podcasts, he talks about breathing. We all accept we don't breathe correctly at times. So when you're not breathing correctly, just think about it. I'm not breathing through my nose, I breathe through my nose. The more you breathe through your nose, and I promise you this, the better your well-being will be almost from the start. So, breathing through the nose, belly comes out, chest expands. Breathe out, chest contracts, the ribs come in, and your belly comes in. So we've talked about breathing from the belly and using the diaphragm. And what I'm going to do is in future videos, I'll show you how to improve the effectiveness of the diaphragm, which is the biggest muscle in the whole of the chest. Now, one of the things I picked up of James Nestor recently, and it's a game changer, is to increase the capacity of the lungs. Those little sacs, the alveoli, at the extremities of the lungs, and that's really simple. And if we do it first thing in the morning, it sets us up for the day. Not only sets us up physically, but sets us up mentally. And how we do it, we breathe in, nice and slow, get as much as you possibly can, and what you'll find is you'll start to be trying to get that extra little bit of oxygen in. Relax your shoulders, take them on, and then let it out gently. And just do 2 of those breaths. So breathe in. Relax, get a little bit more, and let it out. Now, how do you feel when you do that? It's just an instant chill out. And it also sets the neural pathways to be very positive. So breathing is not only important for our physical well-being, it regulates the brain, it regulates the mind. The mind is our greatest servant or our cruelest master. And the master can be controlled by breathing and counting. It is that simple. Now, one of the techniques I'm going to give you is something that has been attributed to the Navy SEALs in the United States. How to operate and have a clear mind in battle conditions. And it's box breathing. So this is how it works. We've got 2 holds. That means that we're just holding the breath in, or we're not needing to breathe in when we breathe out. So you see the 2 sides of a box. There's hold. Well, not hard to work out. Let's have the 2 top and bottom. Breathe in, hold, breathe out, hold. And that's the box. Now, when we start to feel a little bit anxious, a little bit stressed, our head's getting noisy, we go to box breathing. And the first one, it doesn't really matter, it's not crucial, but it's always probably better to start with a hold, because what that then does is gives you the need to breathe in. Now, you pick a number of seconds that form the sides of the box. So let's say 5. Good start. So you start to think about it, hold for 5. Then breathe in for 5. Control breath. From the belly, up into the chest. Then hold for 5. This is quite easy, this one. And then exhale for 5. And then you'll find that at the end of the exhalation, you'll need to breathe in again. And I'll promise you this, your second inhalation will be much more deeper than the first one. So we're breathing in, we're holding, we're breathing out, controlled, just keep it going. You can actually count it, and then holding. So just think of a box. Now, wake up in the middle of the night, or you feel particularly anxious, you start with the number that you feel the most comfortable with. So let's start with 5. But as you start to relax, you follow the breath, because counting of the breath and the hold and the exhalation, because you can't think and count at the same time. That's why it's so beautiful. Start to extend the inhalations, the exhalation and the holding. So when you start to feel comfortable on 5, take it to 6, then to 7, then to 8. Do a round, and a round is probably about 5 or 6 of the boxes, and then just have a little bit of a think, how do I feel? As that anxiety in my belly started to calm down, as my mind started to clear, have I stopped feeling the need to run or fight? Because that's what it is, fight or flight. So the box breathing can be your go-to anxiety pill, but you're not taking any medication. You're using what you've got free, which is air. But it can be a little bit cumbersome if you're in a place that you don't want to be seen to be using the box breathing, or you're in company, or you're in a situation where you probably want to just bring yourself back into order. So another one I picked up recently from the brilliant Dr. Mike Mosley, who you see on the BBC a lot, and he's done, whatever he says is good enough for me. He brought me a 4-2-4. So it's like box, but it's only 3 elements. So it's in for 4, short hold, 1, 2, out for 4. Now you'll find you can do that a lot more surreptitious, or a lot quieter, or a little bit more concealed. So it's in, short hold, out. In, short hold, out. Same principle as before. Pick the number that you feel comfortable with to start with, and then increase it till you feel calm, relaxed. And more important, and this is the greatest test, are you in this present moment? You're not thinking of the future or going back over the past. I'll see you soon.